I live in a minivan that my friend helped me build out. Do you want to see? I know I do. So first off, I have right here, this is mounted to the bed frame. It's all the dog and cat poop bags, and it's easy to dispense right there. This is a window shade that I actually created myself. So one side is the reflective fabric that looks nice, and the other side is black. Down here, this actually goes into the floor. That's for cat litter, but right now I don't have my cat, so it's just the flooring. And then this is actually a toilet that I can bring out, pop up, and use if I need to. This right here is a stick that helps me keep my bed open. Like that. Put it there, just like that. And then I have kitchen supplies and some food down there. And then all of my clothes are rolled and put in these easy access sections. I can just put that back right there. Alright. These are where I put my shoes, my one pair. I have more up front. This is my DJI power supply. And my phone. So when I actually come in, this is what we see. These are my legs and my toe shoes. So usually the all the way down there is where the litter box would be. I keep my toes right here when I sit here. This is for my books and journal. And then I blow my nose a lot, so I installed a toilet paper roll. It's also handy for if I have to use the toilet. I mean, duh. This is my kind of desk area. I can put my journal right here and do the thing or do a project or cook. I have a jet boil for hot water, like tea and stuff. Yeah, buddy. Those are my tarot cards. And then my sage and my smudge kit, basically. Yep. If you can tell, right here I have hanging a mala bead that I bought in Thailand. This is from Costa Rica. And then this is all food stuff. I have these for drink mixes that I have that are actually not in here right now. These right here I have kind of velcroed to it so it stays, but that comes out. And then there's some chapstick and nail clippers down in there. And then on this side it actually has my tweezer set. It has my tweezer set, and then this cloth to clean my glasses, and then I have some itching cream that I got from Thailand, like anti-bug itching cream. Up here I have sunscreen, bug dope, tape, my Polaroid, and then this is like hygiene stuff. I have gloves dispensed right there. It's perfect, actually. I mean, look at that. It wasn't even built for that, but it's perfect. Up here I mounted on I think it was a bread holder, and then the paper towel dispenser. I have to put this right here, otherwise when I'm driving it'll all roll out into here. So that's all my spices, and this is my chai tea for, you know, the hot water situation going on. This is white pepper that I got in Costa Rica. I have a bunch to restock. This is how I have running water. And then that's my sink, which my friend and I built. It's just a regular mixing bowl, but we cut a hole in the bottom and then put a bar sink at the bottom. And then that brings us to down here. I got a little child lock so it stays shut when I drive. So the sink is only in like that much. Oops. There's still water in there. And then this is the clean water. I have a rag for like cleaning right here. And then the clean water tube goes through here and then up there to that. And then I have random stuff that fits right here. Cleaning stuff and then cranberry syrup. Right here I have a set of drawers right underneath the counter. This is actually really exciting. I'm going to start doing this soon. So I've had this for quite a while, and it has a code thing that you put in to unlock it, so random people can't get in. Oh, so I have pens and stuff. These are like white pens for actually, well, my regular green and blue pen, and then a couple of white pens for drawing, for highlights. This is stuff for my Polaroid film. And then this is the good part. The Adventure Challenge Solo Edition. So I want to start making videos doing this. And so it's just different ideas that you do. It gives you a range of information about what you might be doing, and then you scratch off the gray, and it tells you what you're going to go do. And then there's a spot for your photos, so that's why I have a Polaroid. It's a little bit dusty, but yeah, I am super excited to start doing that, and that's why I gave it a home, because then I'm thinking once a week I'll do this, and I'll make content with it potentially. Do that, put it back in its home. Alright, now these drawers. So, it doesn't open all the way, so I have to lift my bed like that. And then I can open it all the way. So I have band-aids and like basic first aid like ointment in there. And then this is all of my cooking utensils, and well, these are supposed to go here. And then cold medicine, which whatever. This one only opens to there, so I have my overnight oats in there. This is where all my crafting stuff is. So all the malas that I make, I have all my beads in here. This box is actually stuff that contains the product to create hyaluronic acid serum, which I make homemade for my hair health and my skin health. And then there's more packaging stuff for the malas and stuff. It's basically an art bin. Alright, and then here's more floor. Definitely a good amount of floor space. Right there, this is where I keep, well, bags, obviously. And then this is the layout for my mala beads. I have my cutting board right here. I have this mirror. Hi. This I got in Costa Rica. It's a hair clip thingamajig. These are a couple paintings that I did. They're strung up with bungee cords. This right here is my sleeping bonnet for my hair. This is a shawl that I got in Thailand. This is a sun hat, kind of. And then this is a beanie over the head thing for my chair, a regular chair. And then this is actually padding that I can sit on for an actual chair. I have it belted in. I sit on it right now. Look, I have plenty of space. I can even sit crisscross applesauce right here and do my meditations. So that's really nice. I like this spot. And there's two cup holders and then another little indent right here. I do have a light that's magnetized up there. I have a light right here. And then I also have a light on the other side. They are magnetized to it. It has like a magnet that sticks to the surface, and that on both, on my vehicle and on that. And then I have my other paintings. Here's where I keep the remote for the lights. Turn that on. Turn that on. We'll do blue right here and maybe red right there. How cool, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna turn those off. I got my earbuds and then a crystal in there, like a palm stone. Here's my messy bed. It doesn't take much to make it though. Ooh, look how cute. And these. Here we go. And then those are my pillows. If I come over here, so usually Ginger's bed is right here, and then their water bowl is right here. I don't have my cat and dog right now, so it's kind of just empty, and usually this is down there, but I just am lazy. Here's where I have a fan that I can charge with my outlet right there. This is a little AC machine, but it does, you have to have water, so I don't always use it. When it's dark outside, I actually have these lights that I can turn on. They have different brightness levels and different warm or cool levels. Really easy to turn on and off, and they're on both sides. Along with those background lighting, which is really nice. Those nets, I just got it today. I'm trying to see if it'll work, but because of what kind of window it is with the slider, I don't think it's really gonna work. I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. Right, and then here's the view from the back. You can kind of see it as a whole. I'm gonna step back. So when I go to feed my animals, that's not usually there. This will actually go underneath my bed. I just slide it over. Boom, just like that. Now I have access to my understorage. This is a bag that has all my stuff for showering to like refill my little containers. And then this is some camera stuff. This is GoPro stuff, all condensed, all extra stuff. Then I have 2 propane tanks for like cooking and heat. And then usually the water bin is like that. And then usually a Moore's food bowl or bucket is right here filling that space. But because it's not in here, it just falls. This here is a Craftsman thingy-McBob battery thing that I can jump my car, or I can charge something if I need to, or I can fill up my tires. It has a compressor. And then right here is a whole bucket. Basically the whole bucket is for Amore and Ginger, but except for my detergent things, because it's easy, nice and on the top. And then those are training treats for Amore. Oh. And then I have, well, you can't really tell, but it's a water bottle for Amore when we go hiking.